Today I'm going to give you 11 really bizarre and unusual symptoms of vitamin D deficiency that most people have no idea about. Now, most people are familiar with the common signs like lower back pain, depression, high blood pressure, inflammation, or even autoimmune issues, but what I'm about to show you goes far beyond that. These are symptoms you may be experiencing right now, without ever realizing that vitamin D could be the root cause. Now I'm going to break this into two parts. First, I'll give you the simple, clear symptoms, and then I'll explain the deeper mechanisms behind why these actually happen in your body. You have around 25,000 genes in your body, and about 10% of those are influenced directly by vitamin D. So this is not just a vitamin, it acts more like a powerful hormone. And here's something else most people don't realize when you test vitamin D in your blood. You're only measuring the inactive form, not what's actually happening inside your cells. So your levels may look okay on paper, while your body is still deficient at the cellular level. So let's start with number 1, head sweating. If you notice excessive sweating, especially around your head, even when it's not hot, this can be an early warning sign of vitamin D deficiency. This happens because vitamin D affects the autonomic nervous system, which controls sweating. Number 2, night sweats. If you wake up with a damp pillow or sweat during sleep, even in a cool environment, this can indicate an overactive immune response linked to low vitamin D. Number 3, mood swings. If your emotions feel unstable, going from happy to irritable to anxious, very quickly vitamin D may be involved because it plays a major role in regulating brain chemistry and emotional balance. Number 4, lack of motivation. If you constantly feel unmotivated or stuck, this may not just be psychological. Vitamin D directly influences dopamine, which controls motivation, drive, and productivity. When it's low, everything feels harder to do. Number 5, panic attacks. Intense fear. Anxiety or panic without a clear cause can sometimes be linked to low vitamin D because it affects the brain centers responsible for fear and stress regulation. Number 6, deep bone pain. This is not sharp pain, but a dull, aching feeling usually in the lower back, hips, or legs. This occurs because vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption and bone structure, and without it, your bones begin to weaken internally. Number 7, muscle weakness. If your muscles feel weak, tired, or you've lost strength, vitamin D could be the missing factor because it helps regulate calcium inside the muscles, which is essential for contraction and strength. Number 8, joint stiffness. Stiffness in the knees, fingers, or even the chest area can be linked to inflammation caused by vitamin D deficiency, and over time this can affect posture and mobility. Number 9, chronic fatigue. If you feel constantly tired even after rest, this is a major sign because vitamin D is critical for energy production in the mitochondria, which are the energy factories of your cells. Number 10, brain fog. If you struggle to think clearly, focus, or make decisions, this may be due to how vitamin D affects brain function and communication between neurons. Number 11, never feeling full. If you eat but still feel unsatisfied or continue craving food, vitamin D deficiency may be affecting hormones like leptin and insulin, which regulate hunger and satiety. Now let's go a bit deeper into why these symptoms actually happen. Starting again with head sweating, the head has a higher concentration of sweat glands, and vitamin D influences the nervous system, which controls these glands, causing excessive sweating, especially in this area. When it comes to night sweats, vitamin D helps regulate the immune system. When it's low, the immune system becomes overactive, generating more heat and triggering sweating as a response. This process is controlled by a part of the brain called the hypothalamus, which acts like a thermostat. For mood swings, vitamin D affects cortisol levels through what's called the HPA axis, which involves the brain and adrenal glands. When vitamin D is low, cortisol becomes dysregulated, leading to emotional instability. For lack of motivation, vitamin D influences a part of the brain called the nucleus accumbens, which is heavily involved in dopamine signaling and motivation. For panic attacks, vitamin D affects areas like the amygdala, which regulates fear and also influences serotonin balance, which plays a role in mood and anxiety. For deep bone pain, this is often related to a condition called osteomalacia, which is softening of the bones caused by severe vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption significantly, so without it bones lose strength. For muscle weakness, vitamin D is essential for calcium function and muscle contraction, and without it muscles become weak and fatigued. For joint stiffness, vitamin D supports cartilage, collagen, and connective tissues, and deficiency leads to inflammation, especially in weight-bearing joints like knees and fingers. For chronic fatigue, vitamin D supports mitochondrial function and also keeps certain viruses like Epstein-Barr inactive. When vitamin D is low, these viruses can reactivate, leading to fatigue. For brain fog, vitamin D plays a key role in the frontal cortex, which is responsible for focused decision-making and cognitive function. For not feeling full, vitamin D improves insulin sensitivity and helps leptin signal fullness to the brain. When it's low, you may feel constantly hungry even after eating. So the important takeaway is this: vitamin D is not just a simple nutrient. It acts like a hormone and affects thousands of processes in your body. Many people are deficient without realizing it, and these symptoms are your body's way of warning you. If you recognize several of these signs, it may be time to take action. This includes getting more sunlight, improving your diet, and supporting your body with key nutrients like magnesium, vitamin K2, zinc, and B6 to help vitamin D function properly. Take your health seriously now before small issues turn into bigger problems.